Welcome to the Chic Show. If you love creating, then I love you. On this channel, we share DIYs, thrift flips, and decorating tips that are on trend, on demand, and on a budget. Today's video is a part of the Haunted Halloween Open Invite Challenge hosted by Jackie at Crafting in Mimi's World and Ellie at DIY from House to Home. Co-host is Misty with Glee Spin Designs. Be sure to check out their channels listed in the description box, as well as the playlist for today's challenge. Since today's theme is all about a haunted Halloween, all of my DIYs are black and white. This DIY, you'll need a pumpkin from Walmart or wherever you find the size that you want. Some black paint, I'm using Waverly chalk paint in ink, and some white paper flowers from Hobby Lobby. I'm giving my pumpkin 2 coats of black paint. Once that dries, I'm going to hot glue the flowers on. Originally, I painted the stem white, but I did go back later and change it to gold. I found these white paper flowers in the wedding section at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just gluing them on in kind of a diagonal direction. I'm taking the wire on the back of the flower and just winding it around and hot gluing that to the pumpkin, but you could remove it if you wanted to. Love how this turned out, and I think it would be beautiful in other colors as well. Project number 2, you'll need a napkin from Dollar Tree and a shadow frame from Dollar Tree. I removed the back ply to the napkin, and I used the glass to measure around the image on the napkin and cut that to fit. Once it was cut to size, I simply sandwiched it between the 2 pieces of glass and added it back to the frame. The perfect spooky element to add to your haunted house. This project, we're going to make a haunted house doormat. You'll need 2 doormats from Dollar Tree and some kind of a pattern of a bat. I just Googled bat images and then printed it off, and I cut it a little bit bigger than what it actually was because it wasn't quite as big as I wanted it. I traced my bat onto the back of one of Dollar Tree's black floor mats, and then I cut it out. Ended up cutting out a smaller bat as well to add to the mat. Once both bats were cut out, I hot glued them to a gray floor mat from Dollar Tree. And here's a look at it outside my door, and there's a not so haunted little puppy dog. For project number 4, you will need 3 of Dollar Tree's wood Easter egg cutouts, some black and white paint, and some ribbon scraps. I used both small and large wood eggs. I lost the footage of me actually gluing these together, but I painted 2 black and 1 white and glued them together to look like a pumpkin, and then 2 small white ones and 1 black one. I added some simple bows to both pumpkins. I also added some jute twine as a hanger. I used some of these Dollar Tree rub-on transfers to put the trick or treat in the middle of the pumpkin. It makes a cute little door hanger for your haunted house. DIY, you'll need a tin can, some wire or jute twine, black and white paint, and some ribbon scraps. I made a hole in each side of the can and then used a hammer to close the bottom. Of course, you do need to remove both the top and the bottom part of the can. I gave it 2 coats of Waverly White. For the handle, you could use jute twine or wire of some kind. I decided to use this chain from the garden section at Dollar Tree. Now we're going to add a little jack-o'-lantern face. I used this pen. It's actually a glass marker from Dollar Tree, but it has really great coverage, so I just used that. It also had a fine tip on it, so that helped keep me straight. A cute little Halloween wall pocket. For project number 6, you'll need some small pieces of wood. I'm using children's blocks that I found at a thrift store. I'm giving them both a coat of Waverly chalk paint and ink. Once they've had a chance to dry, I'm using my candle wax and going around the edges of the blocks, because the next coat of paint we're going to put on will be white, and this will keep the paint from sticking to the wax, which will give it a more aged, haunted look. Once the white coat of paint has had a chance to dry, I'm using my sanding sponge and sanding off around the edges and everywhere that I put that wax. This next part, I used my Silhouette Cameo to cut out the letters and numbers, but you could use stickers or you could even handwrite this. This completes all of our projects today, and I thank you for watching, and I hope that you will check out the playlist in the links below, as well as Jackie's, Ellie's, and Misty's channels. If you've seen anything here today that you like, I hope that you'll give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, share the chic. Bye now.